you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Faroe Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another SEC rival, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Missouri Tigers offense takes the field. The run from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Richmond. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option look. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's going for the big play. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick release by the QB. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Rebels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Grove. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they've got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in. Turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Pulls it and fires to the left. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Trying to pound their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball up.
Trying to barrel in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tiger.
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for this exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football and that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to...
He lets it fly. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Grabs it in the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hester. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Arkansas is currently ahead in this one, but boy, there have to be some nervous moments for the folks in Fayetteville. They have not been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Alabama. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Richmond. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it.
Well, he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's McCormick. Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Now the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Using his feet. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Rebels have this offense rolling. Looking for a man. It's Hester. Snagged in the middle. It's McCormick. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They try to pop a run on the draw. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Rebels will snap it on first and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, TFL.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to.
He wants to go deep. Wide open. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Missouri! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw a tester. Makes the grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets it to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Finds his man. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. The Rebels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle, it's McCormick. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Big fella moving. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game. And this offense, you're half. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive. Touchdown, Ole Miss! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And that one's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Wants to throw. It's Hester. This time on target. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Pittsburgh. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Taking it the other way. The 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
From the gun, the running back has it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They'll run the screen. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's McCormick. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Complete in the middle. That should be the final play of the first half. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown!
got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Hester. He's going to run it. Did the work himself. Turns it on in midfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and then he's still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Rebels are on the move. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Trying play action. Under fire. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Punts it out of the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
A run for the quarterback. They stop him short. And they'll turn it over on downs. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Pulls it, fired complete. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. So now it's 2nd and long. From From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Did you see the replay?
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and pass. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Back to pass. It's Hester. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending.
Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it past the marker. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! He got a step and just dusted the field.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Applewhite. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets...
There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Cook. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done. Throw and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels have it in scoring position on first and goal. He wants to change this route. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And the D denied them on second and goal. Looking to fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I'd like to see a little more creativity here with respect to the route running and play calling to help get these receivers open. Right now in that last play, they didn't do anything to work away from the defenders.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Makes the grab on the left. He's got enough for a Missouri first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Richmond.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got a man. It's McCormick. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's McCormick. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This is a good example of spacing in the passing game. You get the ball to your receiver quickly and just give him a little bit of space so that he has the ability to turn around and make a guy miss, then go get extra yards.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the air on first down. It's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. It's a draw. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on third down from their own 20. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCormick. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Quarterback stands alone. All wide receivers. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? to the ground with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Wants to go up top on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. quick completion on the out route. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got his man in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw again. He's going to fire deep. Catch in stride inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Pocket breaking down. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Turning it on! These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. That's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Rushes on him. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. That leaves them with a tough fourth down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're after.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the touchdown. You're not going to have very many opportunities like this left in this ball game in the fourth quarter.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Wants to throw on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Rebels want to move quickly. They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.